Right, now we're talking to
Fred Sutherland.
and you run a dealership, but you're a car guy that probably can remember some of the marvelous cars of the 1950s and 60s. And you were saying that you had a car that you imported in 1969. Tell us a little bit about that.
It was a Ferrari, a 62 Ferrari GTO.
Oh, a 62? Now
64.
Oh, a 64. The 1.75 million, as it now is.
No, it's now 30 million.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
The Ferrari GTO, and I bought it for $4,000, and I hated it so much that I just wanted to get rid of it, and I had to get one friend to buy one car so that he could buy that GTO,
And this is the $30 million, of which there are, I believe,
about
60 or 70 in the entire world?
No. There's only about 30 of them left. I think there were 35 made.
Okay.
And but there's been, a half a dozen other cars that the prices have escalated to something that's just, there's no rhyme or reason.
Well, they're works of art, aren't they? I mean, they are of their time. They're made out of people's sweat on their brow. They're hand-finished aluminium. The engines were put together with no computers whatsoever.
Right.
Just people with, regular pieces of technology that, slide rules and such. And they crafted them with their hands.
That's right.
And that's why they became works of art.
Yes, because they weren't too dependable. And I had also the Daytona, the
original
1966 Daytona prototype. And,
prototype.
Yes, and it was given by Ferrari to one of his Formula One drivers, and his name escapes me, but. Boy, there again, the prices that I was hearing that I could sell the car for, I never achieved that, and I finally had to sell it to a friend. And so I've had a number of cars, and I kept none of them.
But you are a car dealer. I hasten to add, for those that don't know.
It's an avocation. I classic cars, and I also imported the Renault R5 Turbo. That was that little pocket rocket that
changed everything.
Yes, and so.
But the Ferrari is of great interest. Now, do you have the original serial numbers or any?
Yeah, I wish I did, so I could find out which one that was. Yeah.
But if we did if we tried to do the genealogy of that, and would you be able to perhaps tell us to whom you sold it, so that we could follow it to its original owner, so that we could perhaps reunite you with that Ferrari?
Well, I know who the GTO went to. It went to a guy named Ham Kelly in San Marino, and he's since passed away. But then it sold to a chap in Phoenix, and he's a big car collector. And I bought the car from Chuck Fee, a guy, and I don't know where he is, but that's 1969. How long ago is that? That's 41 years ago.
Yeah, nearly 50 years. So perhaps we can find it. As far as you know, the car went to Phoenix, and that's as far as we can trace at the moment.
Right. And
we've got gumshoes that will do absolutely everything to find that car. I can reassure you.
Yeah.
So we will try and reunite you with that car.
I'm sure it's.
And tell us a little bit about the car. It was a 1963.
Was it a
275 GTO?
64, wasn't it? 64 was the time the GTB was. They ran it at the World Championship.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the SCCA at the time.
And it wasn't nearly as good as the Cobra I raced.
Oh right, okay. So you were racing Cobras at the time?
For Shelby.
For 427s?
No, 289.
Oh, 289, right. Okay, so this would have been
I raced in I won the nationals in 1966.
Oh wow, amazing. SCCA would that be?
Yeah,
okay. So Sports Car Club of America champion we're talking to here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that
well,
that
you can say
that picture you're going to scan is a Trans Am car that I drove for Shelby.
Okay.
And
So we can look you up and get the racing footage and.
there is, I don't know that there's any racing footage on that car.
Oh well, not on the Ferrari, but there must be on the Cobra.
On the Cobra and the, I only drove that Mustang Trans Am for about 8 or 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
And the story is that they were checking the provenance on the car, and they got to me, and then the person that wanted to buy it couldn't buy it, so I ended up with it. So I am restoring it. It'll be done in about 6 months.
And which one is that?
The 1967 Shelby Trans Am.
The 289.
289.
Okay, so that would have been normally aspirated.